All right. How y'all doing? What's going on? You guys, if you guys can hear me good, make sure you press that 3. All right. Make sure you press that 3. You guys know I'm at a whole different location, right? I told y'all I'm visiting family because my auntie passed away. So I'm like in my old room. And honey, I got so much stuff to tell you guys. I'm glad you guys are pressing at 3. Hey, Poden. Hey, baby. All right, you guys like my hair? Isn't she cute? Get into this side as well. Isn't she cute, you guys? All right, I had a good time today. I went to a baby shower. Okay, and everybody was telling me how cute I look and everything. And I saw some old friends from high school, girl. Some people I didn't even speak to, honey, but honey, they was all in your girl grill. Okay. And I wanted to say in my head, how does it feel? How it feel to see me looking so good, baby, and pay you dust. Okay? Honey, jaws dropped when they saw me come through the building. Okay. So, honey, we got a lot of stuff to talk about here. We're talking about Chrisean Rock. Yes, girl. We're talking about Cardi B, honey. And we're talking about Meg the Stallion, honey, girl. And guess what? Guess what, you guys? I have the link, right? So hit that link and come up and talk to your girl about the stuff. Now, for everybody out here, what? Okay, Sin City, get her out. Listen, I am Bone Quisha, okay? The daughter of Jessica Kohinoor, the daughter of the icon Jacob Kohinoor. Honey, they passed the torch down to me. This is legacy. If you got a problem with me, Bonquisha be here, honey, this is my house. Okay? Let's get that clear. And for those that want to see my grandmother, Gigi, she has 3 other channels, okay? Gigi the Icon, Gigi the Crime Watch. Look them up, girl. Okay? Woo! Honey, I am not the 1 or the 2 or the 3, okay? You will respect me. Bonquisha B. Okay? Oh, honey, let them know, partner. Let them know, honey. Okay? Thank you for all that. Says sorry for the loss, all right? So before I get into all the drama, I want to give you guys a little bit of breakdown of each one. Chrisean Rock. You guys know Zeus Network, right? That is the company she works for. Well, Plummy, the sister of him, did you guys know he reported her to CPS? I'm here. Like, she is not okay with how Chrisean Rock, she just ignores the baby. She's out here making money, getting her hustle on like she's a baby daddy. I mean, Chrisean is out here moving like she's a baby daddy. Of course, she gets on camera and she acts like she's a perfect mother and she's so this and she's so that. But girl, behind the scenes, they say hell no. And let's not forget, girl, they have leaked the medical records. It got so bad that people were like, no, the world needs to know about this situation about Junior Baby. The nurse or whoever this girl is, I got the video camera, girl, of the girls talking about it and the transcript. Somebody leaked baby Jesus medical records, and they were talking about him going blind. They were talking about he ain't gonna be able to walk, and she was even she was about to say, I don't think that he gonna, live long if he don't get the help that he needs. I mean, this is sincere. This is serious life. And guess what, girl? She over there with a whole new man. Oh, Chrisean Rock, girl, she got an NBA player, honey. Yeah, she don't need to be with no man. She needs to be worried about Junior, okay? Because let me tell you, these men will come and go, and they will dog y'all out. That man, NBA man, he don't care about Junior, okay? Then Offset about to get out, and you know how Offset, he gonna get very jealous. Whoever Chrisean Rock with, it's gonna be a whole mess, and everybody's gonna be forcing, fighting amongst each other, and nobody's gonna care for Junior. Okay, and then all of them gonna play like they're a victim. Chrisean gonna cry like she a victim. Blueface gonna act like he a victim. And the NBA player, he gonna act like he a victim when all hell goes loose. And we all know it's not gonna work. It's all gonna go bananas. And half the time, the reason why she's doing all this because she wants to be famous. She wants attention. She wants money, honey. She was quiet for so long, right? And the money dried up because she was not an X factor. She was not in headlines. Now she realizes her money moves is when she act a damn fool. And honey, she's doing just that. Girl, even had the baby at the damn hookah lounge with all that smoke. Oh my goodness, I could not believe what I'm hearing, girl. But girl, this is true, okay? And then you would think this. You know, they said Chrisean Rock had a hard knock life, girl. Yeah, they said that her upbringing was horrible. Mama horrible, daddy horrible. I mean, horrible, 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 horrible. So why would you want to bring your child in a horrible environment, knowing that fuck what you've been through? And get this, y'all, she want to have more kids by different niggas, by different men. Yeah, she said she want 12 kids, y'all. Hell, she can barely take care of the one she got. And she going for 12 kids. Girl, what in the hell? Talk about pregnancy. Mind you, girl, this is just a prelude, okay? Talk about pregnancy. You know, academics, everybody in Hollywood talking, they are confirming Cardi B is pregnant. Yeah, girl, she's pregnant. That has been confirmed. And did you know Cardi B came out today and she talked? You know, anytime it's a lie going on, Cardi B will be the first one to be like, you don't know what? That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. She ain't say that pregnancy was a lie. Hell no. Because you know it's true, girl. Ooh, honey, how could she let herself go so bad? Mind you, the guy she got pregnant with, the NFL player, Stephon Diggs, girl, why he got 5 babies being birthed in 2025? If we add Cardi to the list, that might be 6. Okay, yeah, he got twins on the way. He got multiple girls pregnant. And honey, you know what else is so crazy about all that shit that he's doing? They are saying this is nothing up but a cover up because he really on the down low, girl. Yeah, you know them down low men, honey. They always got so many baby mamas. They always got so many kids. And they always dog these girls out. And they cheat on these girls and abuse the girls. And the girls they live for, honey. Okay, they keep on being with these dogs ass men. It's like, girl, you see him do that to Tasha. What makes you think you're going to be different? All these girls are delusional, honey. They think, okay, he beat on her. He did this to her, but he's not going to do it to me because I'm the special one. I'm the one that got the good wife. Bitch, are you crazy? Or are you stuck on dumb? And my Remy voice, are you dumb? Are you dumb? Okay, girl, I don't know what they smoking, what they doing. Gotta be something. Girl, come to find out. You know, Meg Thee Stallion, she got a new man now, right? Now they're talking about Pardi. Her ex-boyfriend, he got a new song out, and it's like, okay, why are you leaving me? You know you shouldn't leave me because I'm the best thing for you. So people are connecting the dots, and they are saying that Pardi is jealous because she moved on with a new man. But a lot of people say, girl, Pardi is not jealous. Megan have been with multiple men after Pardi. You know, Pardi is just using this for PR to get his song out there. But he's just using Meg. That's what people are saying. I don't know, girl. But guess this. They are saying that Meg and her new man out here is nothing but a PR stunt, girl. It's nothing but a scam. It's nothing but a PR to get attention, to get in the headlines because the music is not popping, honey. Okay? Girl, everybody got a girlfriend or boyfriend for a headline. I should get one too. Hell, okay. Lord knows I need the traction, okay? Because I'm just stepping in the room. Boom, okay? Bonquisha step into the room. What? Boom! Bonquisha step into the room. Girl, like this video. Okay, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up, y'all. We're not getting the likes. Listen, y'all. I need the likes. I'm not going to hold you dead ass, okay? I'm new to this right here. A lot of people was used to old granny Gigi face, and they are pissed off at me because I'm Bonquisha, and I'm young, and I'm beautiful, and they don't want to see me on the screen. Okay, so I need people that really like me and love me to support me, okay? Because I have all odds against me, but baby, I want to be big. I want to make it great. I want to be on here and there in a good way, not in a negative way. So I need my tribe and I need people that likes me and believe in me to support me by liking this video, okay? And sharing my video and leaving comments, girl. Okay, so are you guys ready to get into it? Are you guys ready? Let's get into all of it. All right, so here we go. 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 Let me pull it up. Okay, so let's start off with uh Chrisean Rock, okay? Because I did a vote. I asked you guys, I said, what do you guys want to hear about most? I mean, first, okay? And you guys said 52% say they want to hear Chrisean Rock first. 38% said Cardi B, and then 5% said Megan, and then 4% said Bone Quisha, which is me, okay? All right, so we'll save me for last, all right? So let's bring it back up here, all right? So I definitely have to do shout out to Hollywood Next because I got information from them. I got information from multiple sources, girl. Okay. I'm not just one source type of girl. Okay. I got sources from multiple sources. All right. So here it is. She's gonna read out um Zeus Network, the brother, his sister. She speaks about Chrisean Rock. I want you guys to hear. I'm gonna stop and go. And I want to know, what are your thoughts about this? Listen up, you guys. Shout out to Hollywood Next for doing such an amazing job. Listen.
Footprint, which is why I never effed around with it. I'm glad I'm not really nosy like that, so I know it's probably more ironclad in the medical arena. But short of the loan, someone leaked Krishan Jesus records, which shows FAS, visual impairment, spasticity, seizure, positives for opiates, positive for cocaine, and a number of other drugs and illnesses. And the main question being asked in the comments is, where is CPS? Listen, as a former CPS investigator,
Did you guys hear what she said? Opioids. Opioids, y'all. And hearing impaired, y'all. This ain't the only person that's speaking on this show. It's so many people. And Krishan, she just out here talking about she got a new man and just ignore all of this. You know, it's a crying shame. Let's continue on.
many babies that tested positive for drugs went home with their parents. Most cases, CPS will come out and check the home to make sure the mother has the things she needs for the baby, and services may be offered. But y'all think CPS is the end all be all, and it's not. But poor Junior will be 2 in September and still isn't walking. Lemmy's sister responded, Leah Plummer Thompson. I just talked to her the other day. I know she loves her baby, but she has got to get him the help he needs. My oldest son had special needs, autism, and cognitive impairment, and I put him in all the therapies he's needed since noticing he wasn't hitting milestones. Jay Griggs replies to Leah Plummer Thompson. Exactly. And she bopping around. I'm connected with 2 of her sisters that juice with me, one who was watching Junior and one that fell out with her. My daughter's brain injury caused spasticity to her right side, and I definitely see it with poor Junior. I think all of that energy she spends talking about Blue and her sister needs to be put into getting the baby the therapies he needs. He's not even 2 yet.
Wow, y'all. And this is coming from Zeus Network sister. She says she does not need to be focused on Blueface. She needs to be focused on her baby. Do you guys agree? Press 1 if you guys agree with Zeus Network sister, or press 9 if you feel like she needs to mind her damn business, okay? What in the world? And Sin City, if you miss my grandmother, then, like I said, she has 3 channels. Feel free to go over there. Gigi the Icon, and it's a few other. Do your research. She's everywhere. Okay. So yeah. But don't disrespect me on my platform, okay? On my time, okay? Respectfully, okay? I'm being very nice. All right. So what do y'all think about this? Let's continue on.
It's not too late for early on services. Lemmy's sister replies. Leah Plummer Thompson replies to Jay Griggs. Totally agree. It's really sad she won't accept the facts. Knowing good and well what she was doing, I saw it with my own eyes and was so mad. Going to church ain't gonna fix him. She needs early on services, as you stated, and to accept the reality.
Wow. Did you guys hear that? Chrisean Rock feels like going to church is going to fix him because she don't want to spend time getting him the service that he needs. She don't want to spend the time or the money, going to these hospitals. She's a very impatient girl. And that requires you to be patient with your child and then to hear that your child is doing with X, Y, and Z. And then they're going to be asking her questions. What happened during your pregnancy? Were you drinking? Were you this? And she does not like to face accountability. She don't want to be bombarded with all those questions. So she feels like if she just go to religion, that religion is going to save her baby and religion is just going to fix it. Like that's what they're saying that she's thinking, girl. That's why she's been in the church so much, because she thinks that religion is going to have a miracle on her baby, and she won't have to face accountability or ask those questions at the hospital, and everything will be fine, right? Girl, she's in for a rude awakening, honey. And she want to have 12 of these kids. Let's go. Play.
Now, I will say this about Rock the LaRock, or Chrisean the LaRock, in defense of Leah Plummer Thompson, which is Lemmy Plummer's sister. Now, she says that going to church ain't gonna fix him. Like, I will beg to differ when it comes to church and God, because I truly do believe that God is the healer of all. And I also would just say,
Well, that's a belief, child. But honey, she been in church how long? For 6 months, 1 year, and that baby is getting worse. Let's not, come on now. People, it's your belief, but it ain't facts. It's your belief. Just like people believe that Islam is going to do some healing. People believe that every person that got a different God, they believe it's going to be doing some damn healing, honey. Okay? Honey? If you don't take that goddamn baby to a hospital, somebody that has history and research and those type of conditions that specialize in that, because these pastors out here in these streets, first of all, these type of pastors y'all listen to, honey, they more demonic and wicked on demon time than most of the atheists that don't even believe, honey. Okay. And y'all are so, honey, you so blinded. You be allowing a pastor to lay hands on you after he just got finished fornicating. And you can't even smell the fornication on him, honey. Okay? So, honey, it's a damn shame. It's a goddamn shame. All right, so I want to go here because, like I said, I talked about this before, and some people had some shit to say. I came across this girl. She's on TikTok, but she was on YouTube. So shout out to the YouTuber. I forgot her name, but she placed this TikToker on her YouTube channel, and I reacted to it. So I want to do another reaction to it because she talks about the same thing. Everybody's talking about the same thing. You know what I mean? So listen to this.
Okay, who's out here breaking HIPAA laws? Apparently, there's some medical records of Krishan and her baby floating around, and I don't know if it's true. This is all alleged, but I'm just gonna share what I learned. Maybe, allegedly. So it says that the baby suffers from fetal alcohol syndrome and neonatal abstinence syndrome. So, neonatal abstinence syndrome is basically the baby is withdrawing from opioids, some sort of drugs, but they're thinking either opioids or cocaine in this case.
What?
And
I know you lying. Didn't I tell y'all? Oh, I know you lying. Did she just say what I just heard? Girl. y'all better tell me this is a lie. Y'all better tell me this is a lie. It's not a lie, Don Quisha. I was shocked too. I couldn't believe that lady said Kokiana that how can you guys tell me this in the comment section? How does a baby have that type of substance in their system? Like how? How does that happen? I'm not understanding, y'all. Can y'all please explain this? Can y'all hit that link and come up and explain? I know some of y'all some experts. Okay, I've never heard of a baby having that type of opioids and cocaine in the system. Never heard of such a thing. And this is by, the mom is a superstar, a celebrity, and nobody's talking about this on TMZ or E News or nothing. Like you guys just ignoring what's going on right in front of your face. Unreal. Unreal. Chrisean, get your butt out of that internet, girl. You on GPT asking them stuff in GTA or whatever. Okay? What about this baby Junior? Did you hear what she just said, girl? Ooh, girl, that gave me gas. Ooh, I'm so nervous, honey. What? Girl. Okay, let's hear what else she got to say, y'all. Let's get these likes up.
Allegedly, but he also allegedly suffers from spasticity.
Time out. Are you serious, Chi Chi High? So all these issues that Junior has, it comes from Chrisean Rock during her pregnancy. Is that what y'all telling me? During her when she was pregnant with the baby, the stuff that she allowed herself to be around, it has a cause and effect on the baby. Is that what y'all telling me? Press 1 if that's what you guys are telling me. Press 9 if that's not the truth. If that is so, I am disgusted. I cannot believe it. You're pregnant and you're around all this demonic smoke and all this stuff. Oh, just careless, right? Mm, 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 mm.
Which is like a neurological disorder that makes it hard for people or babies to move their limbs. He also suffers from seizure disorder and CVI. Now, CVI is cortical visual impairment, which is just it means that a part of his brain has been damaged, the part of his brain that controls his vision. So he has blindness.
No way, that innocent baby. Blindness, dealing with all this stuff. And she made a deal with some people and hold on, Bone Quisha. I just feel like that's so not fair. First of all, we are not asked to be in this world. And for us to be shorted, like impaired eyesight, impaired to be able to walk, and it's by our parents doing, that is so unfair. That is so unfair, and it's not right. It's not right. I mean, man, life is already hard as it is. But to have those conditions out the womb and try to fight through that, and then have a mom that's steady trying to get pregnant by so many men because she want other kids. And then what's going to happen if she have other kids and the other kids seem to be perfect? How is she going to treat baby Junior? How is the new daddy, that she have kids with? Because we know she's not going to have more kids with Blueface. She's going to have other kids by different baby daddies, because she said that she wants 12 kids, no matter what. It don't matter if it's all 12 different baby daddies or whatever. So this is going to be so chaotic. And you guys know, in order for her to make that money, she has to continue to parade herself on this internet and to fight and to cause a ruckus and to be stressed out and do this and do that. And they said that, when a mom is pregnant or whatever, like what she feels, what she goes through plays a major part on her baby, like the stress levels that she's in. But it seems like she's voluntarily putting herself in stressful situations, in order to be famous or to get some money or whatever. But it is a sad sight to see. All right, let's continue to play. Let's get these likes up, y'all. Entertainment that she was gonna stream her baby. Yeah, that's part of her deal. And I'm thinking about it, I'm like, is that like a ritual? You know what I'm saying? She know her baby suffered with all this. She saw the medical reports and stuff. So you gonna have your baby grow up in front of everybody to see his blindness and see all this, and you not gonna get out. You sure right, Bonquisha. So listen here, you guys. Okay, I just thought it was so awkward, right? Like she knows her baby is dealing with all of these conditions to do a deal where you have to parade your baby on live stream while they're going through life, and the life that they have is a hard road. It just seems like a sacrifice. It seems like a ritual. I know me as a baby, I would not want my trauma, I would not want me as a baby to be on the internet and people are talking about me and my business. And it's like, Mom, why would you put me as a baby on this internet, knowing my conditions? Like, why would you do that to me when I get older? People always going to resort back to that. Ain't you the baby that did this? And ain't your mama was this? Like, what about me? You don't care about my reputation or how this will make me feel when I get older? Like, I don't want to see that shit on the internet. I don't want to see myself as a young person paraded on this internet as a baby. I just feel like that is so selfish, but she did a deal. I'm like, who would make a deal like that? So let's continue on. Comment. I want to know your thoughts about this. Let's go. The care that he needs, girl, sound like a ritual to me, honey. Wasn't she just outside defending Diddy? I'm just saying. I don't know, y'all. Okay. Enough. Oh my goodness, Bonquisha. I didn't think about that. You guys, is that true? Was Chrisean Rock really out here defending P. Diddy? Press 1 if you know for a fact she was out here defending P. Diddy. Press 4 if that's a rumor, that is a lie. She would never defend anybody like P. Diddy, knowing allegedly what he has done to kids. How could you be a mom with a child and defend somebody that is allegedly did horrible things to kids? Okay, like Justin Bieber or Usher or Ava or anybody else. But I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the thoughts are up there, but let's continue on. Let's continue. Can I please get likes up, you guys? Let's get the likes up. Stuff, right? Enough of the Diddy stuff. But besides that, what is going on? Why would she sign a deal to expose her baby to the world, knowing that her baby is dealing with that? Well, maybe, she just wants to share with other women that deal with the same thing with their baby to let them know that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she's an advocate for that. That makes sense. Yeah, she's an advocate. You know what, Bonquisha? That sounds nice. She was an advocate, but she's not being an advocate. She's not speaking about it. She's off playing with balls by basketball players, okay? Knowing damn well that no basketball players are faithful men, they're not honest men. So why would you even waste time with the NBA player when you have a baby that needs you? But let's continue on. Or is she?
Attention, Team Kringle.
Okay, sorry about that. That is a commercial, so I'm gonna dip it down. So make sure you guys like this video. Are you guys enjoying
Streaming of a bright, crisp
video so far? If you guys are enjoying this commentary, please press 1. Let me know. Also, continue to comment. If you guys want to speak up on this, feel free to hit that link and come up and talk to me, Bonquisha, about this. All right, so it comes back up. Let me bring this back up, you guys. All right, bam. Let's play. Y'all, I need y'all to put the comments
I've heard people
in.
say this, but I just didn't believe it. But oh my God. It also says that he should be in palliative care. Now, I work in hospice, and a lot of people they believe that palliative care and hospice is interchangeable, but it's not. Palliative care kind of focuses more on prolonging the life of the child or person in general. But in this case, if he should be on palliative care,
Time out. Did she say it's supposed to hospice? It's interchangeable with hospice? You know, hospice, that's where they put you when it's time for you to die. Yeah, girl. That's our baby. Why would she be around? Why would a baby around there with hospice, girl? Or what are you trying to tell me? Well, Bonquisha, they telling me this. They said that what she's referring to is long-term care, not necessarily mean death like hospice. I guess it means long-term care. And I guess, a person stays there for a long term before they, put them to hospice. And I guess oftentimes a lot of people that stay in the long-term care situation or whatever, then they go to hospice to pass away. Okay. That's what I'm hearing. But comment, I want to know your thoughts about this. Let's play. What are you trying to tell me about Baby Junior? Oh, y'all get the lights up. Okay. You are rocking with your girl, Bonquisha. I'm always going to give y'all this hot gossip and hot news. But I need you guys to love me and protect me because there's a lot of people out there that's hating. I know that's right. Hey, Baby Jane.
Hey, Bonquisha.
Yes, yes, yes.
I hope you guys cannot see my face.
You can't. It's just audio.
Okay, because I used to work for a certain network. That starts with a Z. As an AP assistant producer. And I want to say about this Chrisean situation, I've been knowing her since day one. Okay. And I want to say that when the cameras are off, Chrisean is I'm not trying to be funny. She's very low IQ. Like, this is not for the cameras. None of this is for the cameras. She's not all the way there. Like, and she with the drugs and everything, it makes it worse because she's already, and Blueface as well. They're both very, very, I don't want to say slow. Like, I'm trying to be political, but you know what I mean? None of this is for the cameras. This is how they really are. And so to put drugs in the equation, it just that poor baby never had a chance. Never had a chance. And unfortunately, like you said, Bonquisha, this is how she makes her bread and butter. She has to keep this going. Unfortunately. So that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to say that in real life, she's very low IQ, and Blueface as well.
You know what, Baby Jane? I just want to say thank you so much for giving us a eye and an ear, and you have your boots on the ground there, and you're from actually seeing it in real time. You have a testimony. And I'm so
Yes.
glad that you are sharing it to the world because oftentimes we think it's just a game where they're just acting and you're letting us know that this is seriously. And Baby Jane, while you're talking, it's just feel like, okay, the system takes individuals with, like you said, low IQ and people
Mhm.
that have addictive personalities to things,
Mhm.
okay, and just put cheese in front of them to do
Mhm.
crazy things, and they get hooked on it, and it just
Mhm.
becomes this circus of mess of dysfunction. And even though we're watching it for entertainment, mentally they are getting fucked.
Yes.
And this isn't even hitting them yet because they're still young. Give it 10 years. It's
Wow.
gonna come to them like a train wreck, and
Yes.
hopefully they can balance all the stuff that they do with all of the chaos with Hollywood, because oftentimes, Baby Jane, if you know Hollywood, we have seen so many girls and boys,
Hmm.
out here in these streets, homelessness, Hollywood to homelessness,
Wow.
Hollywood
Yes.
over, we start seeing the brightest, the most beautiful girls, the most people we would never think fall, So it is scary. And everybody is concerned about the baby junior because we have watched him in real time, come, so many people are attached and they just want to help and save the baby and they just don't know how. What is your advice to them? What could they do?
First of all, they need to get some serious help. Somebody needs to step in. Seriously, like, unfortunately, I have to say, CPS. I mean, somebody has to really step in because a lot of people think this is for the cameras. She's probably getting him help with the doctors and everything, but it's not. Somebody needs to step in.
What are your thoughts about Zeus' uh, sister?
Lemmy sister, yeah,
Do you
yeah.
think that she stepped her over her line? Do you think she was right? Do you think it's a PR? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, my thoughts is this: sometimes things that are said in these executive rooms, because I used to work at the headquarters in LA back when the fires came and everything, it was crazy. But yeah, some things that are said behind closed doors gets taken out of the room and it spreads, but it's the true opinion. I don't think it's for PR. I think it's the sister. I feel like she has a conscience because Lemmy, to be honest, he's exploiting all of these girls. I mean, and I feel really bad for working there, but this is my field, so, and they pay the most out of all the in Hollywood right now. Like out of Lionsgate, all these production companies, like Zeus is the most consistent and they pay the most. Everybody in Hollywood knows that. But unfortunately, it feels icky, it feels gross. And the sister feels bad about it. She feels bad.
Mm. So you stand by her by speaking out?
Yes, yes, I definitely stand by her. They need to get help. They need to seriously get help and turn this into a new direction. It is not at this point. It's not even entertainment. It's
Mm.
just sick. It's sick. It's
Yeah.
sad.
What are your thoughts about her taking a deal? Did you hear about that? She took a deal to, I guess, showcase her baby doing the live stream.
Yeah, yeah. She took a deal, one of those streaming deals, and one of them got revoked. Um,
What? Tell us,
yeah.
baby. Tell us all the tea, girl. We are listening.
I forget which platform it was, but they were not messing with her leaving the baby in the car while the production team was there, and the baby was crying. It was all caught on camera. You can do your research on that. You can do
Twitch.
your research. Yeah, it was Twitch, right? So they were not happy with that. And at that point, I thought CPS would get involved then, but it's like it's still going. Like it's sick. She's trying to grasp at some straws to make some income because it's starting to seem like the executives are not happy in the direction Chrisean's life is going. They're starting to feel bad. They don't want to really put it out there.
Mm. So
Yeah. As far as the baby, when the baby's involved, now if it's just Chrisean and Blueface, it's different. But now there's a child that has special needs. It's going too far. Zeus doesn't want to be canceled for real. You know, it's a fine line.
do you feel that the church has a responsibility?
I see when it comes to religion, you got to understand the history between the religious side and even the judicial system. So then those two don't go hand in hand. I feel like they do have responsibility, but they're not. They're not going to.
Got it. So if you go to church, the church she goes to, and the church sees the baby girl, okay? The church lay hands on the baby girl. So God didn't tell them that, hey, he's suffering from opioids. He's suffering. Why
Mhm.
didn't God tell them that this baby is
Mhm.
suffering from blindness, from all of these things? Because they know all.
Mhm. Mhm. It's all going hand in hand. It's sick. It's a sickness. Nobody is getting this baby real help, and it's sad. The church is not gonna do that. They're not.
It just seemed like they were using her for PR too.
Yes,
Because
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. That was a money grab because she's donated to the church before, big amounts of money. Money,
and then they said her family got jealous because it was like, why are you donating to this church when we need you and we're your blood? But I don't think her blood is blood like that. You know what I'm saying? Do you know anything about her family?
right? Well, I know that there's been rumors with the sister. The sister is really, really cool in real life. She's really
Are you talking
respectable.
about
Uh,
Takeshi? How do you pronounce her name?
yes, yes, uh huh,
Takeshi? How do
yes.
you say it?
You said, how do I feel? I'm sorry, I broke up.
Well, how do you say her name?
Tasiki.
Tashishi?
Tasiki.
Tasiki?
Tasiki. There's a
Okay.
lot of when you have a litter of children, 12 kids. I mean, it's hard to make sure all of them are mentally stable. Like that's the craziness and chaos within itself. I mean, they're gonna grow up with psychological issues. I mean, it's a crazy household. But Tasiki, she's doing her thing. She's holding her own, and but it's just a lot of mental illness going on. A
Is
lot
she
of mental
hurting?
illness.
Like Takeshi, is she hurting? Do she like, oh my God, I wish I can be there for baby Junior? Is she hurting inside?
She's disappointed. But the thing is, she says it all the time. Her and Krishan is like oil and water; they don't mix. So she wants to step in, and behind closed doors, she's tried. But Krishan's in denial. She's really in denial about the baby.
Oh, because of what God said, the people at church.
Yes. She
Wow.
says it herself. She says there's nothing wrong with my baby. There's nothing wrong with my baby. I go to church. God is blessing my baby. Like you guys
Why
are
don't
blowing
we
this out of
just sin to lie?
exactly.
Isn't it a sin to lie? Or did they rearrange that one? I don't know.
Which one?
It's a sin to lie. I thought it was.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. Yeah, her whole life is a sin. That's why she's trying to throw money at the church and trying to cleanse her sin. That's not gonna work. All that money she spent on the church, she should have been spending on Junior's therapy. He needs help. He needs help.
And what are your thoughts about her wanting 12 kids, even if it's 12 baby daddies?
Yeah, that's a mental illness. She needs help. She's sick.
And
That's
the
a
church
sickness.
wouldn't tell her anything about that. The church didn't say, you know what? In the word of God, it says that's creating fornication without marriage. Don't they say something about bastards?
The church not gonna tell her nothing as long as she keep throwing money at them.
Oh, but isn't that make the church a liar and a deceiver?
Of course. And we all know that. The pastors do the nastiest things.
So why don't she know it if she's so spiritual? Wasn't her spirit would tell her they are deceiving you, girl?
Girl, she's Fruity Loops, baby. She don't know if she's coming or going. Fruity Loops.
Wow. And you would think, okay, if you're so close spiritually, then why do you need all these, sugar boogers? Wouldn't you just be high on God?
You can't serve two masters, and she's trying to serve two masters at this point. That's what this is
But the
at this
church
point.
don't see it. But when the church come in, they don't say, oh my God, you're flaming hot, Chrisean. We got to cool you off. We got to pray for you. We got to stop the drugs. We got to stop doing Zeus Network. We gotta stop this. We gotta stop that. We gotta cleanse you. We gotta get you away from the worldly people, Chrisean. We can't have you looking like they looking, Chrisean. Talking like they talking, Chrisean. You gotta step away from the world, Chrisean. You don't.
Girl, I am in tears. Bonquisha. Bonquisha, Bonquisha, honey. Honey, why would they tell her that? So the checks can stop coming. Church tell her to stop going to Zeus. The check don't stop coming. They can't get paid. This is all an exploit. The church is exploiting her. Zeus is exploiting her. It's sick. The Twitch did the right thing, but they need to get further with CPS. It's
Wow.
sick.
Someone says, how do you know the church didn't say anything? Because she listens to the church and she would be obedient to the church, won't you think? Because she said God is her everything. And she uses her platform to bring people closer to
Yeah,
Christ.
she does, and she has the church music and everything like that.
They
But the
are
thing
they
is,
work together.
yeah, but I mean, I don't see the church telling her to get that baby help. That's the main thing. And they know Chrisean. They know Chrisean's not mentally well. They know that. They're not trying to get her real help.
Didn't the church lady? I remember a long time ago, she was on the phone with a church lady, which was like her mentor. I don't know what happened to that girl, but I believe she was telling her to get back with Blueface. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. I do remember that.
And how did
Ooh.
that work?
It's so sad. I tried to defend her in the beginning. I really did. Because I knew, like, she's not all the way there in real life, but it's going too far when you have a child involved. I'm not for it. Not for it.
Hmm.
Not for it. But thank you, Miss Gigi.
Thank you, baby Jane. I really appreciate you. Feel free to come anytime. You are a joy to talk to.
Thank you, Bonquisha.
All right. All right. Well, there you have it. Exclusive, you guys, from the people that work at the Z Network. This was exclusive. Press 5. Hashtag exclusive, you guys. Nobody have that footage. That was major. Thank you so much, baby Jane. Oh my goodness, we have learned. We had an eyewitness, someone that had boots on the ground that can confirm that Chrisean Rock and Blueface, they are not acting. Hello. That something is really going on upstairs, okay? And because life is messing them up so bad, they are addicted to Cookie Crisp. They are addicted to Cookie Crisp and Kool-Aid and white powder donuts. Okay? Ah! And that is why the baby may have all these complications because they was probably doing some white powder donuts. I mean, we saw pictures of white powder donuts on the table. Do you guys remember those pictures? Okay, when she was doing the music and we saw those white powder donuts on the table. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is just bonkers, you know. I don't know what to say at this point. You know, I'm just speechless. All right, let's continue on. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Okay. Where my party crashes at? Now let's go. Activate.
He's got a very serious medical condition, and he ain't gonna. She needs to be taking care of him.
No, girl, say what you gonna say. Did it sound like she was gonna say he ain't gonna make it? Press 5 if it sounds like she said he ain't gonna make it. She said he ain't gonna make it. She ain't said. But girl, I ain't dumb either. I knew what she was gonna say. She was gonna say he ain't gonna make it. I want to hear this again. I missed that part. If it sounds like she said he ain't gonna make it.
And he ain't gonna.
Did y'all hear that? Okay, hold on. I heard that, Bonquisha. Listen.
Serious medical condition, and he ain't gonna.
Did y'all hear that? Press 9 if you heard what she said, it sounded like she was going to say, he ain't going to make it. That's what, but she stopped herself because she could not bear to say it out loud. She thought it in her head, but she could not bear to say that out loud about Baby Junior. She couldn't bear to say it, but she thought of it and she knew it, but she just couldn't get out her mouth, you know? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
She needs to be taking care of him.
It sounds like she said he ain't gonna make it. She said he ain't gonna make it. She ain't say it. But girl, I ain't dumb either. I knew what she was gonna say. She was gonna say he ain't.
How, as a mother, do you know these diagnoses or do you know any of this information about your son and not help him in any way? Continue to live the same lifestyle that you lived before you had him. When you become a mother or father, but in this case, we're talking about mothers. When you become a mother,
Time out. Doesn't it seem like she's repeating the cycle of the generational curse? Isn't her mom on some type of white powder donuts and her father was on some stuff too? And she had a trauma past. But why is she reacting this for her kids? I mean, it seems like she's doing the same play. She just famous now and she has money, but it's the same play. I mean, really, the generational curse, it continues on. You guys don't see it? You know, and the church, what are they're not doing anything. The reason why I say that because she's involved in the church and we don't see results. You know, the church says you can tell the type of fruit tree by the fruit it bears, and she sowed a seed in the church, and the fruit that tree is bearing is still rotten, girl. It is rotten. So something ain't adding up. Let's go.
your life changes. You need to change, to adapt, to make sure that you are putting your child above yourself, especially someone who has the serious medical issues that Junior has. Pathetic. She's pathetic. But all of these things are incredibly serious. I have literally no words. Chrisean disgusts me.
You want to keep calling CPS or the police? I don't care. Keep calling them. Call.
Are y'all hear that? She said, if y'all want to keep calling CPS, keep calling them. She don't care. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so here it is. I want to show you guys this. She did an interview, um, the Shade Room. They were very nice to her. They were overly nice to her. They didn't ask any hard questions. It was almost like they just wanted to be her friend, you know? But they didn't ask any hard questions. You know, they just let her skate around and do what she wants to do. The Shade Room didn't take no accountability of what's going on with Baby Junior or anything like that. But listen, she spills the tea that she's dating a new NBA player. Listen.
Are y'all single?
No, I'm not single. Mm-mm.
Chrisean, what about you?
No, I'm single.
Who you go with, Chrisean? You got a new man?
Yeah. NBA
Girl,
star.
an NBA star?
Uh-huh.
He play ball. That's good.
Yeah.
Girl, what team?
Ooh, I can't tell you that.
Can you tell us? Does she know East or West? Is he in the East or the West?
Just know he big.
Oh, he big.
Hey, just know he big.
Girl, what position he play?
LeBron position.
Which one?
He be a forward, small forward.
Small forward.
He a wing.
You got a new NBA man. And the baby's doing well.
Amen.
Okay.
That's great.
Life is good.
Life is good.
Congratulations.
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 We love to hear it.
Yes.
Kiki, I'm finna do the thing that you be doing.
Come on.
Wait,
You see how they laugh?
yeah,
there you go.
whatever that is.
Yeah,
My fingers don't move that fast.
Yeah, I taught them, y'all. I got them doing it.
Ooh, all right. So, Magic, how are you? Magic, are you there? Magic, I don't hear you.
Yes, I'm me. Can you see me? I'm here live.
Yes, I can see you. How are you, Magic?
You look so beautiful. I am mesmerized. I can't.
Thank
I'm
you so much.
you're too cute. I love it. I'm really like hopping over, like doing. I know back in the days we used to do double dutch. We used to do little paints and gates and stuff like that, and play these little games. But I'm kind of confused with her because I really want to know what happened to what's his name, Ronnie, this guy that mysteriously is no longer here. It's kind of giving vibes that it's sad because this dude was there he was there with her from seeing when she was in track and field and she was doing all those auditions. He had her back. So I'm team where's Ronnie? Because I mean her son is given the same type of eyes. He looks like Ronnie, her son.
Girl, Magic, I'm so sorry to tell you the news. Ronnie's
What?
dead. They took him out of here.
What?
He's gone, girl. And guess what? Chrisean's sister, that Takeshi girl, she alluded to Chrisean has something to do with getting him taken out because he kept on saying, I want a test done. That's my baby. You know how Jay-Z's son is going around talking about, I want a test done? That is
Yeah.
how Ronnie was going around saying, I want a test done. And they said she could not allow Ronnie to be the father because it would mess up her gigs and her Blueface and her storyline. So they had to get him taken out. And her sister alluded to she has something to do with getting him taken out, honey. I don't know if she was on the white powder donuts when she did it or what. But honey, that's the word on the card.
Oh my, you know what? Right? I'm telling that's. I try my best to come on and off, and sometimes I don't come back because I can't handle this. This is out of this world. So it's happening on both sides in different states, on different state lines.
And guess what, Magic?
What?
She was out here defending Diddy. Do not. Y'all in the comments too. If Chrisean was out here.
I can't do this. No. Are you serious?
Yes, that's what type of time she's on, girl. And you know how Diddy, he'll take somebody out of here if it's gonna mess with anything. I think Jay-Z would have been had his son taken out if the eyes wasn't on him right now.
Well, they went after him. They planted a so-called pow pow in his car. And they had the video to prove that he did not put that. First of all, he was at work. Somebody entered the car and put it in there. They had it all on tape and on video. And they said that his son recently, he's in New York. They say he was admitted to the hospital.
Shout out to AT2, a great YouTuber. And I want to work with you one day, AT2. And I'm thanking you that you're here. All right. Whew. Well, that you're talking about Jay-Z's son?
Yeah, they said that Jay-Z came back stronger to the courts to say aggressive harassment, and he filed a lot of charges. And they said that the son passed out somewhere. He had like shadow people coming to his home, and apparently he ended up passing out somewhere and was delivered to the ER. I better hope he survived because guess what? You can check in, but you may not be able to check out.
Well, they are saying that same play, I guess the higher ups do. Chrisean wanted to do that same play towards Ronnie, and that's why he got out of here. Allegedly. She said she ain't had nothing to do with it.
But then if you wouldn't feel any kind of way if he probably was not the dad, just like why is Jay-Z going aggressively? You know why? Because the girl was 15 years old. She was 15 years old. And they did have some relation. She has pictures and everything hooked up with him. And the baby dad that was listed on Ramirez's birth certificate when they did a blood DNA, he came out that he was not the father. So then she said it's only one more person. Women know. They know who they deal with. Hello?
Yeah. So going back to Chrisean, do you feel like Ronnie was her baby's
Yes,
father?
I do. I do because from day one, Blueface said that's not mine. He said it from day one, and
He did.
he
And you
said
know
it
what?
from day one.
Ronnie was like, I want to be, a good father. And he was like,
Yes, he-
that baby
in the
needs
eyes, if
and
you look at the eyes, the same way that Ronnie eyes is the same way to the kid. It looks the same shape for the face, the same eyes. It looks like that baby has nothing compatible to Blueface. Look at all of his baby mother, the Spanish chick, and Blueface mother had a little meeting with the Mexican chick and her family and was like, oh, when he come home, that she was like, no, I'm done. I'm done. And I told you I'm done. I'm been done. Stop trying to send me. He got all these chicks that's hopping on and off. They all spreading these things. Leave me out of it. I'm done. And she played her on live. She says, I'm not doing this anymore. It's about my kid's life and my kid's safety. You're not going to be kissing them on their cheek and their mouths. And I don't know where your mouth been. And all these women waiting for you to come out. She's not wrong.
hold on. I just read an article, right? And they said if you kiss your baby and you have cavities, it can get contagious in your baby's mouth too.
Yes.
Oh,
It
you knew
can,
that already?
I already know that's why I stay in the dentist.
Ah!
My,
Ah!
I stay in my dentist chair. A matter of fact, my appointment is on the 25th at 2:30. And I got my Invisalign. I stay and my gums they're pink. They're really light pink. Because when they start getting dark and they get dark and dirty, you're down for the dirt. You ain't taking care of you. You gotta get a little gook.
I want to know from all of you out here, press 1 if you feel like Ronnie is the baby's daddy. Press 2 if you feel like Blueface is the baby daddy. And press 3 if you feel like neither one is the baby daddy. Okay? What do you guys think? All right. So, did you know that she's dating an NBA player now? What are your
No, please don't tell me that. I can't take anymore. Are you serious?
Yeah. She just came out. She's dating an NBA player.
No, this has to be fake. Like they put people together just like they put Cardi with that new dude. They put people together. I believe they match people together. I don't think that's real. I don't believe it's real. Because they said she doesn't know how to wipe her bottom. And she needs like little like wet. Yeah, they said that she has streaks in her panties in the back, not in the front.
I am speechless.
Truth been told, I've heard that several times on these social medias. They said that. That's why they were calling her dirty on like that bad, reality show. They were saying that, yeah, they were finding things and that she doesn't know how to wipe backwards. She wipes forward and it's brown, brown, dirty brown.
Now I know Blueface father said that she's not clean, like in the house, because
Yeah.
she's a neat freak, but she is like a opposite of a neat freak. Like she's lazy, she leaves stuff around, she don't
Yeah.
behind herself.
Don't clean your body well and yeah.
But that's crazy because it's like if you don't have good hygiene for yourself, how are you having good hygiene for the baby that really needs it?
That's why everybody else is around the baby and picking up the baby and taking the baby, and she's not. She's looking at the baby, and all you hear is, that's all you hear.
That's bonkers.
That's true.
So another thing I wanted to talk about here was we're going to get into it next. Is Cardi B. You know, she's out here crying right now. And I don't know if you know, but she is pregnant. Academics confirmed it. Other people in Hollywood behind the scenes said she's pregnant with Stefan baby. But Stefan, he has a girl that's carrying his twins and he tried to get aborted. And he has two other girls that's pregnant right now, too. And he just delivered a baby early this year. That is like 4 or 5 different baby mamas in 1 year.
If Cardi's pregnant, honestly, she's reaching because she's not getting any endorsements, she's not getting any money, and she needs to attach herself to somebody that she think is gonna be making that money. It's somebody out there doing it, and that's what I feel. If she is pregnant by him, she's just reaching. She's reaching for another check because this
Magic. Okay. She is a girl. She got so much money. All you got to do is invest in her. All you got to do is do so much and flip money. She don't have to do this with this guy. To me, she's another Chrisean Rock. She just
she
put a
don't
whole
have
bunch
money.
of
I'm
shit.
sorry, no, she don't have all that money. Do you know that she tried to take out a loan?
No way. She said she got a whole bunch of money. She said that
The homes that's in foreclosure going into and all that stuff going on. She got a lot of property she bought under her name with this dude, and she got to pay alimony towards him. She does not have the money that people. Let me tell you, you know when I knew her money was washing up when she started, because she likes to have her family events because she's from New York City. I'm from New York too. She's from New York. She's from up in there, Washington Heights. She used to have all the caterers that used to come through. They used to lace it. When the caters stopped, I knew that it was bootleg food coming through. And I'm like, oh, it's only like 2 pounds of crab legs. It's only this and that. Very little. It's not done all this. I was like, okay, she's going broke. Cardi doesn't have it like that. She doesn't.
hey, girl, okay. Press 1 if you believe what Matt
Baby,
said
she
about
don't got it
Cardi.
like that. That's a lie. She don't got it like that.
Hold on. Let me ask them. Press 1 if you believe that Cardi B is going broke. She don't have it. Press 5 if you feel like I feel she can never go broke. I mean, come on. She's Cardi B. She got all that money from all that music, all those commercials.
You don't even notice when she does pictures now, like she's doing like trying to model for like when she started off before for like going down to all these little websites and like Style We and not H&M, it was in that Fashionista, Fashionosa. Like, why are you doing that? Like, you're not getting any brands, and of course they bringing her out to Paris and all these places because they trying to sun her up and want her up to one person she could never be, and that's Nicki Minaj. She could never be her. But you see, she's part of a different hive. And we know where that's coming from, the Sting hive. But all I'm saying, the Cardi B, she's broke. Don't let her fool you. She's broke. She's not getting it like that. She may have money, things is coming through, but she doesn't have it like she had it before. I promise you. Because guess what? Why you going with this dude? She's not doing, if you watch the way that she used to make moves before, she's not making those same moves now. A lot of things are pushed on social media. No, she don't got it like that.
Okay,
And
she
you
cannot
know,
make
she's in City a lot. She's trying to come back to the hood. And ain't nobody paying her no mind. She's trying to go back to Washington Heights. She's trying to hang out, go shopping up in Target, up in the hood. Nobody's paying her no mind. They're not. She's like, out. All right, we'll see. We'll see.
I think maybe she's not making as much as she used to, but she's still making a whole bunch of money.
And she still got a lot of money to pay because you got these homes and a lot of things that owe money to. Or her baby daddy, he's going for spousal support, and she has to pay him, and she has to pay off on other things going on too. These homes that she got that she's not even living in, you got to pay that off too.
But the homes that she has, those are investments. She can turn those and flip it and make money from that. So I think that, she's going to get hit financially, but she will overcome. She's never going to go broke.
Okay. All right.
Why
Okay.
is she with Stefan Diggs? I think she's with him because she's lonely inside. And
Yeah, the butt is not button. It's not happening. It's not all nice and fluffy and nice. It's falling apart. And she did say that she put a lot of things in there. She was trying to get out, like it's like a K Michelle duplicate. And who knows? We don't know what's happening down there. We don't know what's going on. And then you have all that stuff implanted inside of those places, and then you pile that on top of having a baby. What do you think is going to happen? Juices is flowing, things are getting rotten, things are decaying, things need to be replaced. You're not going to be too fresh, mama. It's not going to be like roses. There's something going to be going on. I didn't go on her tour. I didn't go to see. I didn't get no ticket concerts. I don't do none of that. I stay in my own lane because I'm just too doing what I do. But the people that did go and have went, they said they smelt it, and it was horrifying. They said when she was on stage, she went to Coachella. Something everybody talked about that. They said she.
Magic, stop! You're telling me you can smell her behind in the audience?
They said everybody butt was smelling. They said when they came through, you could smell it. It was like a trail, not of tears, but a trail of a bomb, a stink bomb coming out of everybody's butt that was going on.
No way.
I didn't say it. It was all on the news. Everybody said it. I just read it. I said, "Oh, whoa!"
On stage, shaking that behind, and
they said the smell came through the heat, and everybody was running. It's like one of those memes you see a dude is dancing with a chick, and he gonna pick her up, and she toss her butt up, and he drop her and run and pass out. It's like one of those things that happen. They said when them butts went up, everybody started running. They said it was nasty. It smelled like neuropathy. It smelled like skin that was rotten, coming back from the dead.
Maybe she was doing a booty ritual. Maybe there was a ritual she did. She's a witch. Maybe they do the witchy shit from they twerking and they gas and they ass.
But did they have that chick with them that they be having? A Cardi B, what's her name with the black fingers? That be like, they be having her in all they pictures doing all them spells, and she be like, walking around with her husband face on her pocketbook, like.
It makes sense that now that because these are modern day witches allegedly. I'm not saying that she did, but they have to do different. They can't do it with their hands, so maybe they do it with the twerks. So it puts out a spell, and that gas is just electrifying. It get them to pass out. Fuck that demon oil. They're gonna get that gas and they're gonna pass out. Hello, run them pockets, okay?
So we got like a Travis Scott in a female version, but instead of them running into the smoke, they running out with the gas.
In their ass, yeah. It ain't working. You gotta be careful, Magic, especially if they put on the mask, because they're gonna put on the mask so they safety so they won't smell it. They might put two on, girl. Okay.
No, I don't do no concerts. I don't do none of that. I see through the screen from home and have things delivered my way. So when I see the shit when I see what goes down, I'm like, oh, I wasn't there. I heard what happened, but I wasn't there. They ain't get me. No spell. I cover my eyes. I don't see nothing. No, they not getting me. No magic. That's why I call myself magic, because I know about magic. I'm like this. No, I don't see nothing. I may smell a little bit. I'm like, Gigi, close your nose. Get your mask.
They said they're going to come out with a BBL cleaner. It's going to be a kit. And I think it should be like a 12-inch water hose. As you know, them long water hose. Hose that hoe down. Okay.
Baby, this is the year of revelation. Everything's coming out. Why is Jay-Z hiding? Why is he hiding?
You know why he's hiding? Because
The
he's going
dude is just like him. The nose and everything. That's his. That come on.
Whew, honey. All right, Magic. Well, I'm going to do this. Cardi B, feel free to come back up.
Well, thank you for having me, everybody. We always have fun.
Yes, I love you so much. All right. All right. So you guys know everything is up. If you guys want to come up here and talk to Bonquisha about it, hit that link and come on. So, honey, let me tell you guys about Cardi B. Okay. Everybody is talking about. Let me bring her up here. Let me play. Shout out to All Access Media, Be With the T, and Coffee City. Okay.
He was talking about Megan Thee Stallion's PR relationship, and he was also talking about how Cardi B is pregnant.
Off, man. Yo, Clay, I hope while you in this little PR of a relationship trying to get this woman back likable, because I'ma just yo, chat.
All right. So did you hear what they said? Cardi B is pregnant. But I guess we're going to do Meg and Cardi at the same time because right now it looks like you're about to talk about Meg. Okay, so let's hear it.
I already got her pregnant, gang. I already got her pregnant, bro. Chat. I'm just going to just leave that one there. Open. Y'all know when I say it. I already got her pregnant, gang.
Got who pregnant? Got Megan pregnant? The dude got Megan pregnant, or Stefan got Cardi B pregnant? Who is he talking about? Because All Access Media, she got Meg picture right here. So, girl, I'm confused. Who? I think he's talking about Cardi B. I mean, All Access Media told us that he was talking about Cardi B. But Megan is right here, which is a little bit confusing, but let's continue to hear it, okay?
I'm not saying no names. Let's see if I'm right. I think I got a good track record. No. I ain't talking about this one. I'm just saying, speaking of athletes and their rapper joints, nah, man. I already got a pregnant, man.
So he clears up. He's not talking about this one on the screen. He's not talking about Meg. And this is not All Access Media, I guess, video. This is his video. So she didn't put this up here. I thought she did, but she didn't put this up here. Academics put this up here. He was doing like, I'm going to talk about Cardi B, but I'm going to use Megan Thee Stallion picture on here so it won't seem like it's obvious. But it's so obvious. He's talking about Cardi B and that Stefan guy, the athlete. You might as well just put the picture up. Well, let's go.
I don't know if this is true or not, but the rumor has been going around for the last 2 months, and people noticed that Cardi B, when she took Culture to Disney World to celebrate her birthday, people noticed that Cardi B was in a big old jersey, and some other pictures she was taking, she was in a big old shirt, and people noticed last time she was pregnant, she was hiding her pregnancy.
Girl, now she pregnant? I mean, it's so much. She got all that surgery, right? Then she get pregnant. Then she get all that surgery. Then she get pregnant. Then she get all that surgery. I'm not trying to bodygate her. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do with that body. But, girl, it's crazy. So after this pregnancy, do y'all think she's going to get back on the surgery table again because she want to have this perfect image? Press 9 if she going to get back on the surgery table again to have the perfect image. Okay? I don't understand. Girl, if I had a perfect image, I would not be with Stefan Diggs, girl. Hell no. I'd be like the rapper Eve. You know what I'm saying? Eve, she got her a good man that's got a whole bunch of money or whatever. And you don't never hear about him cheating on her. You don't never hear about him embarrassing her. Because you know why? She got real love. Hey, I'm searching for a real love. She got real love. Cardi B don't got real love. And it's sad, Cardi B, because you deserve real love. And you never had real love. Offset never loved her. Stefan never loved her. And people question, do she love herself? How could you love yourself and you keep on picking these loser dusties that keeps disrespecting you? You would think, if I love myself, no way I'm going to allow anybody to embarrass me, humiliate me, disrespect me over and over and over and over and over again for so many years. You know? Ooh! Ooh! Man, I want to know, do you think Cardi B ever experienced real love by men? Have she ever had a man that really loved her, really protected her, really honored her? Press 1 if you say, no, she have not. She's never experienced that. Press 9 if you feel like she has. I know she hasn't. But ain't it sad? She got all that money. She got all that surgery to be so pretty and to have the best body in the world. But she still never discovered a man that really truly loved her, that man that really honored her and uplifted her. You know, they all disrespected her and humiliated her. So what is it? Is it she just, I don't understand, baby. I don't understand. I don't understand. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. And she said she comes from a good home upbringing. She says that her mom is so religious or whatever. But I don't know. But let's continue on.
With the big old jersey while she was performing, so people feel as if Cardi B is pregnant. And if she is pregnant, that's like what, 6 kids this year that Stefan Diggs is having? Child, that is a lot. That's like 10.
Did you hear what all excess media said? 6 kids. 6 kids in 1 year. What type of man does that with multiple baby mamas besides Nick Cannon? Okay. What is he trying to do? What is he about to die? You know, Nick Cannon said he had all those kids because he was about to die. Remember that? Is Stefan Diggs about to die and he just want to have all these kids because he's about to die? Like Nick Cannon said he was about to die? What is really going on? And Stefan Diggs, do you not realize, you know, child support? Do you not realize how this, you know, you're going to have so many different kids in different households that's not going to get the attention that they need from you because you can't separate yourself from all these kids and then you still trying to get other kids. And then you with all these hoes. He was just with another hoe the other day. What is he doing? And what is Cardi B doing with him? She has to be okay with this. No way. She's hearing everything that we're hearing because she stays on the internet and she's just okay with this. Is this the new norm for her? Is she forced to do this stuff? Like, does she have to sacrifice herself? Is this a new ritual they're doing? Like, what is going on? Because this doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense at all. No sense. Let's go.
Almost. But anyways, you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions on this down in the comment section below. Do you think Cardi B is pregnant or do you think sis is just bloated? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe.
I think she's pregnant. What do you guys think? Press 3 if you feel like she's pregnant. Press 2 if you feel like she's not pregnant. Listen, you guys, Stefan Diggs, he likes to get girls pregnant, okay? So if you have a guy that gets off on getting girls pregnant, every girl that he gets with, he gets them pregnant. Okay, why wouldn't he get Cardi B pregnant? That is his MO. That's what he's known for. That's what he likes, getting girls knocked up. He don't see Cardi B as special. She just have clout that he can use so he can get more in the limelight because he likes attention. He wants all eyes on him. He wants to be a part of Hollywood, you know, so he's using Cardi B to help his more attention type of thing. So he's going to treat Cardi B like any other hoe. Get her pregnant too. And Cardi B is just going to allow it. She's going to lay her back and she's just going to allow that shit. Okay? Whew.
Notification bell, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.
At this point, I think the rumors of Offset paying like T pages and these little drama pages of leak fake information about Cardi B is true. I definitely think he is getting these rumors started. But they are saying that Cardi B is allegedly pregnant with baby number 4. I'm going to assume that if this is true, it has to be Stefan's. There was this video that was going viral of her coming out of the hotel on her way to Fashion Week, and the way that she was like really hiding her stomach, touching on her stomach, patting her stomach, it was definitely giving pregnant. I'm not going to lie. Also, a lot of people putting together that if you've seen Cardi B in her previous pregnancies, the waddle that she be having was matching up with the waddle that she had coming out of the hotel. Mind y'all, she is a mother of 3, so it could have just been a mommy pouch. Now, mind y'all, this has been like a speculation from things that Cardi has said and wore. People are putting 2 and 2 together that one thing that they've noticed in the trend of all 3 of her pregnancies was when Cardi is pregnant, she always starts off by trying to hide it wearing these big t-shirts, and that's the only time that she usually ever seems to wear them big t-shirts. So when she uploaded this picture, this is what really got the rumor amped up. People were trying to say that in this picture right here, Blossom was clearly sitting on baby bump number 4. Now, mind y'all, I don't think that Cardi is pregnant. One thing about the internet, I will say, when they think a celebrity is pregnant, usually that celebrity is indeed pregnant. And Cardi B is a prime example because not with 1, not with 2, but all 3 of her pregnancies prior, they have called when she was pregnant. Now, mind y'all, I don't think Cardi would get pregnant by Stefan this early on, but then again, things happen. Granted, they were married, but the fact that Offset got 3 out of her still shocks me. It's crazy because the internet is so half and half on this. You would think that everybody would be either.
All right, she really thinks highly of Cardi B because it's just like, Cardi B, you have all these opportunities. Why would you do it? Nobody cannot put themselves in her shoes and be like, they would just lay on their back and get pregnant by a man that just got 5 other girls pregnant in the same year. But if Cardi B gonna stand by a man that gets 5 girls pregnant in the same year, she in fact is the same girl that would get pregnant by that man. Wouldn't you agree? If you had Keisha got a boyfriend and she knows he's cheating on her and he got 5 baby mamas within a couple of months and Keisha still gonna ride for him. Don't you think Keisha gonna get knocked up too by his ass? Huh? I would think so. I would say Keisha gonna get knocked up too. Or Tisha already knocked up. If you're gonna stay with a man like that, hell, you dumb. Go ahead. So it makes perfect sense that she's staying with him and that she's knocked up too. Just saying. But I feel like people see Cardi B and they put her on the pedestal and they just don't want to believe it. They're like, no, you this and you that. You can't do that because they wouldn't do it. But you're not Cardi B, okay? Okay? You didn't go to strip clubs at 15 or 16 or whatever. All right, so here it is. So I believe this is from Coffee City. Shout out to her. She's always getting fast news. Listen to this.
Of a tough 2 or 3 days. And like, I've been having like a very 2, 3. Dad, you think 3 days or 2 days?
3 days.
It's been a little bit, like 3 days. Because I am so tired. And I really feel like my back is against the wall. I try to protect people and I try to protect them because, believe it or not, I feel like when there's peace and there's calmness, there's like happiness. But some people, they just don't want peace. Some people are battling their own demons. Some people, instead of trying to better their life, because let me tell you something, everybody could better their life, whether it's working harder, whether it's picking up healthy habits, whether it's doing fun things, whether it's hanging out with their friends. I don't know. People could find healthy habits to better their life, but instead, they think that their failures, they blame it on somebody else, and they spend all day trying to figure out.
Is she talking about Offset? I mean, if you're talking about Offset, just say that. So allegedly, Offset been dragging her behind the scenes. Did you guys know that? Offset been dragging her behind the scenes. Offset was the one that exposed that she is indeed pregnant. I know people say, well, I don't think she's pregnant. I think she's on cramps. I hear you, Kaban. But why haven't she said, you guys, I'm not pregnant? Anytime somebody put a rumor out about Cardi B, she always addresses it. She always like, I'm not this, I'm not that. Blah, 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 blah. She has yet to talk about this. She have yet to talk about the girls that he has cheated on her with. Okay? She have yet to do so. So why? Why? Okay, but I think she's talking about Offset. They said that behind the scenes, Offset has been dragging her, and he wants all that money, and he's talking about her like a dog behind the scenes, and he's gossiping about her to a lot of people. He's telling people that she's indeed pregnant by that dude, and how dumb she is because he is cheating on her worse than he did. At least he didn't have no babies. At least he got all his hoes, got an abortion. That's what he feels. But Stephon Diggs, he just letting these hoes go. Now, they said it was one girl that had twins. He wanted to get her to take out the babies. But, she's struggling right now. She said no. And she said he wanted her to do it at 6 months. The babies were 6 months. And he said, destroy those babies because he didn't want his reputation to be messed up. Nigga! You did this yourself. What is wrong with him? Something is wrong with Stephon Diggs. He is not dealing with a full deck of cards, y'all. Remember, this is the man that's trying to get in somebody else's manhole. Okay? And a man came out and said he want my manhole, but I wouldn't give it to him. They say he's another Diddy. You gotta tell him no. You can't go to Stephon Diggs' party. Okay? Something wrong with that man. And Cardi B don't see what's wrong with that man because she is so depressed. She is so low, okay? And just like a demon, they notice when you're low. And he coming up to her, I don't know what the hell he be telling these girls. Or do he tell them anything because he just famous and a football player and got money? That speaks for itself. They'll lay their ass on the ground just because you a football player, you got some money, and you look halfway decent. You don't got to do much. These girls out here are easy as hell. Easy as hell. I saw a video where it was this gay guy and this other guy was like, if you were straight, you'll get all the hoes. I said, well, damn, it's girls that easy. If he was a straight person, all it takes for him to say he's straight to get all the hoes. No wonder why they get fooled by DL men all the time because they so easy. Okay? Close them goddamn legs. Ooh! Let me stop because I sound like my grandma, right? I sound like Granny Gigi, okay? Close some goddamn legs, okay? But they won't do it. They got the Diddy. There's the spirit of Diddy. Can't stop, won't stop, okay? But let me keep on playing.
Different ways to try to ruin a person, whether it's personal life, whether it's money ways, whether it's ruining a person. I don't know what it is. And sometimes I be like, you would think that you're out here like me. You would think that you are like you out here trying to, you bothering people, or you picking on people, or you doing spiteful shit. You're not. You don't even do spiteful shit to people, and yet they still want to hurt you. They still want to drive you crazy. And it's getting to the point that I'm gonna have to do things to like literally protect myself because I'm not gonna let nobody drive me crazy. I'm not gonna let somebody put me in a bed where it gets to the point that like I'm stressed out and I can provide.
Press 1 if you know she's talking about Offset. Press 2 if you feel like she's talking about somebody else. And this is the thing, right? She has allowed a demon to feel like, hey, you are in control. When you allow any guy to have so much power and control over you, they feel like they own you, even if they cheated on you, even if they do bad. And then when you try to cut that off, they're not ready to cut that off. So they're going to purposely F with you because they felt like you F with them. You gave them idea, this illusion that they could treat you however they wanted to treat you, and you was always going to be the ride or die. You was always going to be there no matter what. That's how they feel. That is what you gave them. So when you switch it up and you're doing better for yourself, they feel entitled, of course, and they feel like you broke their heart and they don't care about you because you didn't care about you. You ain't never cared about you. It was always about them. So why stop now? They have gotten accustomed and entitled to that, and they're going to lash out. They're going to lash out. So that is what she's dealing with. And she's like, I don't know. I didn't do anything to you. Okay, you set it up and you gave this person so much control and spoiled this man. So, of course, you taking away all of his shit, it ruined his life. He never cared about you. So it's no change for him. It's always been about him, him, him. You made it about him, him, him. So that's why he's doing this. The foundation. So you just gonna have to go through it, girl. You'll be all right. But you're doing it. She's getting in bed with another step offset number 5. He the same type of guy. Maybe he's kind of different. Maybe he's a different demon, but he is gonna be hell when they break up. Do you hear me? Ooh, my goodness. Let's go.
Kids, or I can provide for myself, or I can live my life how I want it to be living it. Right now, I'm supposed to be the happiest that I should be right now because my album is doing pretty well and it's not even out yet. I have a very promising future. I'm healthy, I'm pretty, I'm thick. I don't know, like everything is so good, and then every single it's like everything be so good, and then like you wake up and there's some new shit. And it's like, when does it stop? I don't know when is it, I don't know when is it gonna stop. And I'm tired of protecting. I'm tired of protecting. I'm tired of being nice. I'm tired of being kind. I come from very kind parents. I come from very kind people. Like my parents are very kind. My parents are the type of people that give people chances after chances after chances. And that shit right there is making me give people chances that don't deserve it. And not only deserving it, that if I could die today, they'll be happy. If I could be if I could be a crackhead today in the street begging for money.
What? Girl, ring the alarm. This is deep. Press 1 if you just heard what I just heard. She said if she would die tomorrow, Offset will be happy. Cardi B needs some hugs and she needs some real friends. I feel so sorry for her. I really do. She got all the money. She says she's so pretty. She got the best body. She's thick in the right places. And she still is miserable because she's dealing with this, her ex-husband or her husband doing the divorce. Divorce is tough. It's so sad. She even talks about being a donor head. She said if she was a donor head, he would be happy. Being a donor head, that is the worst thing you can ever be. It's a donor head. Who will be a donor head? That is horrible. I don't know what to say.
Be happy. And they could destroy me, they'd be happy. If I put a bullet in my head, they'll be happy.
Girl!
And I am so.
Girl, she keeps going on with it. She said if he put a pile in her head, he will be happy. That is dark. And she gets on here to talk about this. Hold Magic, I gotta know your opinion about this. Magic, what are your thoughts? Are you hearing this?
Yeah.
What did you hear, Magic?
She's talking about a bullet in the head. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, but you know,
Um,
she's talking about Offset. She said that
I
Offset
believe
was happy if
you
he
know
her.
what, Gigi, I'm not playing this little chicken fiddle game. And like the sky's falling. What's going on right here is that she needs help. She needs a hug. She needs real people around her that really is not yes ma'ams or yes this, to really pull her in the corner and like get her up, like, yo, what's going on? You need a hug? What's up? Because she is really falling apart in front of the whole world. And one thing I can't hold her with this, and I gotta keep it real, because Cardi is the chick. She's the chick that know how to turn up in the club, make you have fun, make you forget about whatever's going on with you. So to see her falling apart and peeling in front of us, even going back to when the charges happened with the twins in the club in Queens, and then the charges that happened from that, it's like she doesn't know her own worth. And that stems from childhood. And it does, because in the Latino household, it's whoever is La Blanco, La Mora. Those are the ones that the parents, they put to the top. So she was put to the back, and she's spoken about this. And her sister was put to the front. She got kicked out the house. So she had to do what she had to do. But
Now,
right now, you're not in a struggle.
People are saying, she does this for sympathy, that they don't believe her.
No. She's not doing this for sympathy. She's lost she's lost in her own reality of stardom. And she doesn't know. She's caught between where she came from, who she was, and where she is now. She does not see the difference. She is lost, and artists can get caught up with the fame. And she's have all these different identities, whether it's based on, the new her, she's looking in the mirror, she's seeing a different face or whatever. But Michael said it best. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. But if you're going from man to man and this and that, you are definitely mixing spirits. Those are transference of spirits. And if she has this dude baby up in her right now, then baby, what can we do for you? I don't know what to do to tell. I mean, what do you need to get baptized? I don't know.
Also said that she talks about so many people, so why can't she take it?
Especially our women. She, but look how her last baby came out. Word to the wise. Look how that baby came out, and that baby came out not what she was expecting. But
well,
yeah.
I'm gonna put you back down and keep you on hold, but I just couldn't believe what I was hearing about Cardi. And this is not the first time I'm hearing about where she gets so low depressed where she just wanna leave the earth.
All the internet, all the time. It's all over the internet. Anytime she goes down, she goes on the internet, she starts venting. And they they told her this from day one. Stay off the internet when you're upset and you're sad. Do not engage when you are upset. Do not make decisions. Do not get it. She's been doing this for years, and they've been telling her not to. So, yeah.
All right. All right, so let's get back here. Make sure you guys like this video. If you guys want to come up, click that link, okay? Let's
tired and I'm so irritated. Like, it's like I had so many plans that I wanted to do this weekend and I just canceled it. And I'm like, you know what? I need a little setback. And it's like, I know on Monday there's no more setbacks because I got to get back to work. And I'm just really, really tired. And I'm telling you guys, if you have somebody that like is just out there trying to get you, out there trying to ruin you, out there like trying to be and stay in your mind and destroy you, I swear to God, just pray about it. Pray about it and get the help that you can need, because you be trying to have mercy for people, they will never have mercy on you. They will never have mercy on you until you're in the streets, until you're dead, until you're on your knees. And this is some real shit. And like sometimes I don't even want to be going online and telling my business and all that shit like that. But it's like it is so crazy. Like it's like I feel like I don't want people to have control over me. Like nobody should ever have control over you. It's just it's hard when somebody is trying to like trying to strip you from your energy, trying to strip you from your spirit, trying to just oh my god, like you guys don't understand. Like it just makes me so angry. And it's just like it's getting to the point that it's like I really have to protect myself. I really have to put myself out there because if I don't, ain't no fucking telling what's next. Because I feel like whether I be in peace, I be quiet, I be peaceful, I be quiet, I be trying to take the high road, and it's just like it doesn't end, it doesn't fucking finish, and I'm so sick of it. Like I feel like I'm getting like I feel like I'm becoming desperate for peace. Like I feel like I'm becoming desperate, like to like help myself. Like it's
Well, you know what? That's what I gotta tell everybody out here. Stop getting involved with Dusties, okay? Just stop. Stop being so desperate for a man, you know? Especially if he's not going to treat you right and have standards. And I guess what is treating you right? What is treating you right, Bone Quisha? Somebody that is not going to be out here being with other women while he's with you, you know? Somebody that respects their body. You know, if he don't respect his own thing, he's not going to respect you, okay? You know, it's so many things that can be said, but you know what? Let's continue on. So, honey, let's talk about Megan Thee Stallion, okay? And this new boy that she has. Listen to this. Shout out to B with the T.
Could have allegedly been talking for about a year now. So this whole relationship can be new to us, but not new to them. And now just a quick rundown about Megan and Partisan's relationship. They met in April of 2020 during the creation of the Savage remix. Now they ended up going public around February of 2021, and they were officially over around February of 2023. Now Partisan moved on very quickly. He had a new girl within a few months after the breakup. Now he started dating Jada Kingdom, and they dated from around 2023 to about 2025. I believe it was like a year and a half because he confirmed it during an interview that they were over and done. So now he's single and she has her man, which doesn't help with the speculation that he was talking about Megan in that post. Now, he could have been talking about Jada Kingdom. Who knows?
Right. He just came out with a new song, that Party dude. And did y'all know he was dating Cash Doll too? He loved all the rap girls. I wouldn't want to be with a man that date a lot of rap girls. I think he like fetishes, like rap girl fetish. I don't know. But he came out with a song and people are saying he's doing this for big. But they forget he have dated so many rap girls. It could be anybody, you know? But let's listen.
But fans connected it to Megan because she just recently came out with her new boo. But y'all let me know, what do y'all think? Do y'all think Pardi is being petty, or do you think it's just bad timing? Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. But moving on to the next story. Okay, you guys, so have y'all seen that viral video of the Uber Eats driver confronting a woman after catching her in a lie about her not receiving her food? So the driver, who goes by the name,
all right, so there's that. All right,
relationship can be new to us,
stop it,
not new to them.
Stop it. Did you guys enjoy the live? If you guys press tube, you guys enjoy the live with Bone Quisha. All right. So this time I'm just going to talk to you guys about whatever, you know, talk about a little bit about me or whatever, you know, so comment. I just want to thank you guys for being here. But honey, let me tell you guys something. Yesterday, these past 2 days have been really irking me. Okay. Did you guys know I was supposed to be in Detroit? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, a family death is on the way. So girl, I had a flight to catch, right? So I'm driving there to my airplane. Then I'm stuck in traffic and I realize I'm not going to make the flight. I'm not going to make the flight. Why am I always late to a flight? I don't understand it. And you know, the night before, I didn't get no sleep because I was packing all day and all night. I was just packing away. I was so indecisive. Do I want that? Take that? Do I want to take this? Do I want to take that? Do I want to take this? Do I want to take that? Do I want to take this? I be packing, and then on the last minute, I want to change my mind. So, honey, I get there. Well, in the traffic, I know I'm late, so I called Delta. Ooh, I didn't mean to tell y'all what line I picked. Fuck it. I went to Delta, y'all. I really don't be telling people what airlines I'm on. I went to Delta. So, honey, I'm calling Delta. And I say, Delta, I'm gonna be late, y'all. I need y'all to book me to the next flight out. Okay? I'm still in traffic. I'm still on my way to the airport. Book me the next flight out. Okay. The last time I've been late a few times, and every time I've been late, I didn't have to pay nothing. They saw me and they was like, don't worry about it, girl. I got you, girl. And they did everything for me. Okay. But did you know they told me $700? $700? What? $700 because I missed a flight? That's not fair. That's $700. I was so pissed off. And it's like, I gotta be in Detroit for my family for the funeral, but $700, y'all. So she heard me when I said $700, and I was so upset that $700. So she said, okay, let me look what else I can do. What else I can do? And I said, well, last time I was there, they didn't charge me. They just rebooked me for the flight. And she says, well, it's different. Basically, she said it was different because I was there in the airport and the flight didn't take off yet. But she says if I make it there after the time and the flight already taken off, then I won't be able to get e-credit and I won't be able to get my money back. It'll just be gone because of the type of the ticket I picked. I picked close to the basic, where if anything happens, I don't get a full refund. I just get e-credit, right? So that's just credit to get another flight. So I was like, well, shit, I'm not going to even make it to the time to that plane leave. So you better get my e-credit. So she said, okay, what about later on tonight? I said, okay, let's do later on tonight. So we did it later on tonight. 11 o'clock at night. I said, okay, I'll be there. But she said, I got to charge you $200 extra. I said, well, at least that's better from $700 to $200. We making some progress. I'm not happy, but we're making some progress because, mind you, I already paid full price for the ticket. So on top of that, $200. When I tell y'all, do not be late. Don't be late. Don't be late. Okay. So I'm feeling kind of cool. So I'm turning around, getting out this goddamn traffic, going back home, y'all. Okay. Girl, I'm calling Hertz. Woo! Hertz. I ain't gonna never forgive you, Hertz. I'm not fucking with you no more, Hertz. Hertz, you hurt my feeling, Hertz. Girl, I'm calling Hertz because I need to modify the time I get there because I'm gonna pick up the car, right? So I'm missing my flight. I'm gonna be there later on the night. So they need to change because this is what Hertz is. Hertz is like this. They have a time for you, right? So if you miss your time, they're going to mark you as a no-show and you're not going to get no money back. They're going to take your money, okay? You have to call and let them know before time if you want to modify it. So I'm calling. Nobody picking up. I'm on Hertz for like an hour, y'all. Nobody picking up. So I'm emailing, I'm texting them, and I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Ain't nobody picking up. Okay? So finally I get on a computer and I'm talking to somebody. I think I'm talking to AI. Okay? And I told them, I said, listen, and let me tell you this. Every time I try to modify on the Hertz apps, it always kick me out. I'm trying to modify. Okay, I put the date in, put the new time in, and then it locks me out the system. It says I cannot update it. And then it's talking about rental in progress. I know you lying. They said rental in progress. I'm not even in Detroit. How can my rental be in progress? it seemed like somebody didn't got the rental. So I'm thinking, God damn it, is somebody doing fraud? They got the rental. How the hell the rental in progress? And I haven't even came there to take the car. So I'm calling Hertz. Nobody picking up. It sucks. Then I'm looking on the internet. I said, have anybody ever had, car in progress and you haven't even been to Hertz, you haven't picked up the car? And then they talk about the policy is within a certain time, they can do that. They can go ahead and process it as it's in rental if it's within like an hour or two of the window of you supposed to be picking it up. That's their policy. Hell, I didn't know that. Girl. So I'm texting AI, I'm talking to Hertz, and I was like, listen here, I want my full refund, and I'm gonna get my lawyers involved because of your faulty system. Your system has kicking me out, and I won't be able to modify it, and this is your fault, and it's not cool that I have to pay all this money because of your faulty system. So then AI was like, well, don't worry, I'll update you the new time. All right. So I gave them the new time. Girl, I'm thinking everything is cool. That was a lot of work. But then they upcharged me $200. They upcharged me $200 without my permission. So girl. I said, okay, fuck it. So I go back home. Then I get ready to go out, to get the plane. So I'm going to the flight. Everything is okay. I'm at the shuttle. Everything is okay. He's so nice. He's picking up my bags and everything. Everything is fine. I get to the airport, right? I get past, the people were so nice. Okay. This girl that I was working with at the counter, she said my bags was over heavy. I had to take some stuff out, but it was still over heavy. And she didn't put me an extra charge. And then she offered to get my carry-on as free. She's like, don't worry about it. I got you if you want me to do it. But then it had a laptop in it. So she said she would not require me to, she wouldn't tell me to do it because of the laptop. She said, no, it's too risky. So I said, I appreciate her. But it was a great experience. I love when I have great experiences. Okay. So I had a great time, like meeting different people because I'm a people person at times. So I was just talking to people and everything, whatever, Girl, I get up to the waiting room, did all that walking. Okay. And why they talking about the plane has been delayed 2 hours. What? The plane has been delayed for 2 hours. Girl, then a 2-hour turned to 3 hours. Are you killing me? So I'm thinking about her. God damn it. It's going to be hard as hell to try to get in contact with Hertz. Girl, I'm on a computer. Talking to Hertz. Trying to get somebody Hertz. Change. Girl, they would not change my shit. They would not. I was doing this for a good hour, trying to get my money, trying to change. So I said, well, fuck it, cancel my shit. Okay. So they canceled it. Then they talking about they're gonna have to charge me a $200 of the cancel fee. And I said, that's not cool because my flight is back 3 hours. Hertz, the department, it closed at that time. And they're talking about they cannot help me because it's closed. And I'm going to have a no show. So that means they're going to take all my money because the time I modified it, I'm not going to be able to go there because of the delay. Even though I put my flight information in there and they talking about, if you put your flight information in there, they would consider it. They don't consider it, girl. Okay. It is a scam. Do you hear what I'm saying? So, girl, I was all on Facebook calling them out. I was all on all these social media calling out her. Finally, somebody get in contact with me, right? And we just talking going forward. So hopefully I get my fucking refund. So honey, I had to look up different other options. I looked up budget. I looked up Avis. I looked up all this other shit, right? So girl, I called budget, girl, okay? Because I remember one of the people at the counter, it was like, she goes with a budget. I was like, really? I was like, okay, I'm gonna try them. So I called budget girl. And I talked to the people at budget and I said, okay, do you have this car? Because I wanted a certain car. I wanted an SUV, big body SUV, girl. And it was like, yeah, we got it. Okay. And then they said they're going to give me some discounts and everything, and it's cheaper if I do it over the phone and everything like that. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm feeling okay. It's been a long ass night. I haven't slept in days. Okay, but at least I'm gonna get my SUV and I'll have to tell my parents to get out of bed to come pick me up because my parents had another funeral go that morning and I wanted to be considerate. And plus, I wanted to have independence. And then if I would have stayed at home, I would have to call my cousin to come pick me up to take me somewhere to get a rental car. It was just too much. So that's why I just wanted to get a rental car at the airport so I can just leave and come as I please. So, girl, everything cool. I go to budget, right? I go to budget. It's 3 people in front of me. I don't care for that. I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I'm like, so the person in front of me, he was like, he wanted a car. So why the budget person? He goes outside to look up for a car. It take him 20 minutes, girl. What is he doing? He come back, talking about, so you guys, we don't have any more cars. I know you lying. I know you lying. He talking about we don't have any more cars. All the cars we have is electric. I said, bitch. I said, oh no, oh no, oh no. And I said in front of everybody, girl, I was so get on ratchet up in budget. I said, no, I have reservations, baby. A SUV. I made sure. And I said, well, if that's the case, I want a refund because y'all lied to me. And he got nasty with me, girl. He said, well, you need to call a customer service and get your refund from there because we're not going to refund you back. You bought your shit on the phone. You need to go and call them and get your refund. We can't help you, boo. Okay? Ooh! I set my ass on the side calling the customer service at budget. Girl, I was so pissed. Okay? And other people, they was like, what? And it was the other person. They was like, okay, we're taking the electric car. We're taking the electric car. Girl, I don't know nothing about no goddamn electric car. And then where are the electric car stations? I'm not going to put myself through that stress. You know what I'm saying? So I called budget. I was like, listen, I was told that you guys were going to have me an SUV at this location ready for me. And I got here, they talking about they don't got electric. I want my refund because what y'all doing is a scam and it ain't right. Everybody heard me a budget, baby, okay? And then I put the man on speaker. And then he gonna talk about, ma'am, listen, we don't guarantee nothing. And he was getting loud about, I said, I hope you know I'm recording you. Everybody gonna know about this. Your ass gonna be on YouTube. Everybody gonna know about that. He got yelling. He was yelling at me. Come on, so we don't guarantee nothing. You know, I said, what they did guarantee. They searched the system. They guaranteed I was gonna get a Cherokee SUV. Okay. Whoo, honey, he just arguing me down, just yelling, just getting bothered with me. Okay. Everybody in the store was listening, but they're used to going to budget. This is my first time going to budget, and I'm coming from hurts, so I'm irritated. And the budget people acting like this shit is normal to them. I guess budget is normal to them. Is any car rental place good? So, girl, I said, well, I'm not leaving here. I said, I need documentation from the workers stating that they don't have no electric vehicles at this time. And I'm going to take these documents and I'm going to file because I was told X, Y, and Z, and I have Snapchats and I have recordings of that. Okay. And the guys heard me. I made sure everybody heard me up in the Havens. You hear what I'm saying? So, girl, I got in front of, I got there. And guess what? That first white guy, it was another worker. He came and then he was looking at the lot. He came back. He said, here, sir, here's your Cherokee. I said, what? I said, what did you get him? He said, a Cherokee. I said, no, that was mine. Look, I got the paperwork right here. A Cherokee. That's supposed to be my Cherokee. And he's like, well, I'm sorry, ma'am. You know, we'll probably get you something else. Hell no. He just said it's nothing but electric cars, and that Cherokee is supposed to be mine. I have a reservation for that Cherokee. You know? I said, oh no. So I get to the guy, okay, and he was like, I'm so sorry. Girl, all of a sudden, he nice to me now. He nice. I guess I have to show my ass. He nice to me now. He was like, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to double check. I said, well, you told me it was all electricity. And then you gave the guy the Cherokee. That was supposed to be mine. He was like, no, well, I didn't know. I didn't look on the other side. I don't give a fuck what you look on the other side. You told me X, Y, and Z. You should have got that Cherokee for me because I showed you the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? He was like, well, listen, I give you a bigger card. You don't have to worry about it. I'm going to look on the lot now. I said, it's not going to be an upcharge, is it? He's like, no, it's not going to be an upcharge. All right, so girl, he's looking around and then he's talking about, would you like a 12-seater? A 12-seater? Girl, I'm thinking it's going to be a big Escalade, right? I'm thinking of a big body truck, 12-seater. I said, okay. I ain't gonna do it. He was like, yeah, girl, you can. Girl, he just talking to me. He talking about his personal life. He was being real friendly or whatever, right? And I was like, okay. So, girl, we are chatty patties at this point, just chatting up. Okay, we are girlfriends at this point. Okay, we just talk about life and everything. Everything is cool. Girl, I'm about to get my car. Okay, I had a rough days. I want to leave. Girl, I go outside, right? Okay, I go outside. The girls, in a line, and the guys was like, so what car you get? What type of car you get? What did they give you? Because they saw me with the paperwork. I said, oh, yeah. He said he going to hook me with a 12-seater. Okay. They was like, oh, girl, I know he ain't talking about that van. I said, oh, I don't. What? Girl, they was going to put me in a church van. Girl, a church van, girl. A church van. And mind you this. Okay, so I'm up here at the counter, right? Okay, with my fine ass, okay? Just looking all cute, body tea and everything, girl. Okay, so this guy come talking to me. Just start talking to me. Girl, I thought he was like a homeless guy, like a bum on the street or whatever. And so I was like, in my mind, I was like, why is he talking to me? But I didn't tell him why he talking to me. In my mind, and I was kind of standoffish or whatever. I was like, okay, what the fuck? Girl, he's one of the cleaners. He's one of the guys to get the cars together. So when I found that out, instantly I was nice, okay? Instantly I was nice to him. I was like, hey. He was like, yeah, I got your van ready. This is going to be this, and I'm cleaning it up for you and everything. And I'm like, oh. So I instantly started looking around. I was like, what about this? What about that? What about that car? What about that car? What about that car? Girl, he told me one car had a damn mouse in a car. I said, what? A mouse? He was like, yeah, somebody came back and it was nasty. It was got a mouse. You don't want that. I said, you damn sure I don't. I don't want a mouse in a car, in a rental car. What the fuck? What the fuck? I said, oh, hell no. Okay. So he was like, yeah. So this is all we got right now. It's a 12-seater. And I was like, this is like a church van. And I was like, whatever. So, girl, he's talking to me, like telling me his whole life story, whatever, and telling me about the work and how they hire new people. They don't vet these people. And he just blah, 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 blah. Okay. And I'm like, well, can you clean this more? Can you clean this some more? He was like, all right, well, I got to go through the wash through. Won't you just hop in the van? So I hop in the van. I don't know why I'm hopping the van. We are going through the wash car, girl. Just me and him. Why am I doing this? Girl, he trying to talk to me. So I'm going to the wash car and he just talking. I'm cool with him at this point because I'm thinking he gonna hook me up with a fucking car or clean this shit up or whatever. Because he's the guy that take care of all that, right? So we get to a certain spot and, I told him I want a little bit more clean or whatever. And then these other guys just start talking to me or whatever. And I'm just chatty patty with all these guys, girls, right? And then it's another car come through. Okay. A big body car. Okay. I ain't gonna tell you what car, but it was like an Escalade, girl. And he was like, oh, you should get this one. You should get up. We're gonna hook you up with this one. And I was like, yeah, y'all do that for me. And all the guys like, yeah, we'll do it for you, whatever. So, girl, they cleaned our car. They did it really, really quick. Okay. I felt like a VIP queen at this point. Everybody in the work, they were so nice to me. They said blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I got the car and I left. You know what I'm saying? I went and get me some McDonald's or whatever. And the McDonald's, girl, why did they charge me 30 cents for a syrup, right? I got to the window. I said, really? You going to charge me 30 cents for a syrup? He was like, oh, no, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'll give you extra syrup. Nothing. Who charges 30 cents for a goddamn syrup? You know what I mean? Just ridiculous, girl. Okay. So, honey, that has been what's going on with me on my travels. Okay. Ah! Did you guys like my story time? Press 2 if you guys enjoy me talking about my story time and you guys enjoy me being in my business or whatever. All right. But when I got home, I'm back at my hometown, back in my old room. My parents did a great job. they know I love the house cold. They don't like the shit cold. They like it warm and hot. I like it freezing. So they got me a new AC in my room. When I came in, all the stars was lit up. When I was a child, I always had stars at the ceiling and stuff like that. So all that was so nice and lit up and everything. They bought like a new counter, like in whatever. In my room, they got me a small refrigerator and a microwave, so I don't have to keep going downstairs and stuff because they know I like to get treated like a princess, and I've always been treated like a princess, whatever. So they give me princess treatment. Okay, yeah. So I'm enjoying myself. I just gotta really do better with this YouTube stuff. You guys know right now I'm in transition. Bonquisha, that is the new character that I'm doing, and I'm making it like a whole bloodline. It's gonna be like the Kahaino bloodline. If you guys are OG, you know everything that I do on here is character work, right? Even from Jacob, I told you guys that was a character, okay? Everything here is entertainment purposes, okay? And I do character work and entertainment through the form of gossip and true crime stories. You know what I'm saying? So I got tired of doing the Gigi old lady face. Besides, you guys really thought that was my face. That was hilarious when I told you guys it wasn't. But you wanted to believe what you wanted to believe, and I allowed you to believe what you want to believe. Who am I to stop you? You know what I mean? I just don't get down like that because honestly, I feel like I have nothing to prove, and honestly, I really don't explain myself. I'm a type of person, I really don't explain myself. I tell you one time and that'll be it. I mean, of course, when they was like, oh my God, you look so old, I could have came out right. I could have switched out a filter and say no. I could have say, no, you guys, I'm not. But I didn't care because I'm the type of person, I don't explain myself to you unless I want to, honey. Okay. So I just got tired. And I just wanted something new. If you know me, I'm always going to switch up regardless because that's what the African characters do. But I was like, you know what I should do? Bonquisha should be the daughter of Jacob Kohinoor and Jessica Kohinoor. And Gigi should be the granny. And Mary Alice should be Gigi's sister and Jacob mom should be Gigi. So it can be like a Kohinoor bloodline. And maybe later on I can do some skits because I've always wanted to do skits. I mean, the whole reason me changing the name to the Messy Sweet Spot was for me to do skits, but I never gotten to do skits. Why haven't I gotten to do skits? Because I'm in an algorithm that is full of like gossip, but it's like a lawsuit type of gossip. It's like a serious type of gossip. And it's so tense. So right now I'm in an algorithm full of like conspiracy, like dark stuff. And really, I think I need to be in the comedy side, like the skits and the actress and all that. And people just that are just influencers and just doing their own thing. That's where I really belong. And it's hard to make that shift because people that like gossip, they want you to be so serious. Like all the gossip people that are gossipers, none are like me. None are playful or just silly or goofy or go in and out of different characters and nothing like that. They're very so serious. And that's the tone of it. But me, I need to be, and I just feel like I can never punch through to get to the comedy side. So I've been struggling with that for a while, because I'm just not consistent. And then when I do like true crime stories or very serious stories, the views go up. And when your video or one of your videos go really well, the algorithm like push you over there. So now I'm going against the algorithm because my videos in the past I've done really well was about like Diddy shit and just like very seriously stuff like that. So, you know, whew, I'm trying to make a change, y'all. Okay? Damn. All right. Thank you, Jess Valencia. I miss the skits too. And I guess, well, I don't guess, but with Bonquisha, it's more personal. And she gets that from her daddy, Jacob. You know what I'm saying? She gets that from her daddy, Jacob. Gigi, she really didn't talk about Jacob much, but Bonquisha, she's very proud of her dad and she's very proud of her mother, Jessica. You know what I mean? And it just gives a whole different era. It gives a whole different dimension. And I just love playing with characters. I just love playing with all that shit. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's interesting. It's fun like that. And nobody else have ever done some shit like that. I'm just so different, so awkward, so weird, and I own it, baby. Okay? I own it, baby. So what questions do you guys have? What else do you guys want to know? All right. Um, where you been? You've been everywhere, girl. Yeah, well, Bonquisha, my granny is Gigi, Grandma Gigi. Okay. And guess what? I was at the baby shower today and I showed my family members and most of my family, well, all of them that I showed, they all said they prefer the baby face filter over the old lady face filter. They didn't like the old lady face filter on me. They didn't like the old face, but they loved the new face, the baby face or whatever. So it's like stamped, family approved, baby. Okay. Family approved. Honey, when your blood family that you love and you appreciate approves some shit, it's like, girl, can't nobody else tell me nothing. Family already gave the approval, baby. Okay. But even if the family did not give approval, I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. Okay. Because I'm not a follower, baby. I've always been a leader. I've always been one of one. Okay. I've always done stuff that nobody else have done. Okay. Don't forget, I was the one that was doing this before Beyonce. I was the one that was doing this before it was popular. Okay. So I stopped doing it, because I was going through a different era. I was going through an era where I did not want to do the fan. I wanted to disassociate myself with my past character that I'd done before. And oftentimes I have done that before to make the character different. I would not do the same things I've done with the previous character. Okay. Gigi, we're your friends, girl. We understand. Well, thank you, baby. I appreciate that. And I would love to feel friendship with you guys through Bonquisha. Okay. I really love that. And I need you guys more than ever. Okay. Because I felt alone, playing Gigi, the character. It was lonely. And the reason why it was lonely because I was not personal at all. And I did that on purpose because that was the character. And I have this character and I'm very kind of strict how I'm going to go about the character. So it's just what it is. Gigi dealt with a lot of conspiracy stuff. She dabbled in a lot of that. So that attract a lot of the red pill guys. It attract certain people that would be homophobic, transphobic, or whatever. And Gigi don't rock the boat. She'll just stay quiet or ignore stuff and just keep moving. Bonquisha, honey, we rocking the motherfucking boat. Okay. And I started to rant on my post, my community post. Did you see all that transgender shit I was posting up there? Girl, I was just, say something again. Say something. Reply for that. You know what I mean? Gigi, she don't like rocking the boat. Gigi is more political, political correctness. She don't want to rock the boat. But Bonquisha, we rocking the boat. Okay? Okay? She get it from her daddy. Okay? Rock was using drugs and went in baby system. Oh my goodness, that's so sad if that is actually true. It's giving Andrea Balloon meets Kardashian, please. Cute. Thank you. Oftentimes people will compare it to like the Eddie Murphy, how he played all those different characters, or Martin, how he played all those different characters and stuff like that. And I think, some people, of course, I guess I play a character so well that they be like, well, why don't you just be yourself? And it's like, girl, I'm literally being myself. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. And you're mad because it just don't meet up to your expectations. You know what I mean? They're like that granny filter. They don't even say the granny filter. It was like, I want to see they associate my real face with being my granny filter because I guess some people miss the message. That's not my real face, which I actually told you guys that. And do you guys remember when I first came out with the granny face? People were so upset with me. They was like, oh my God, that looks so horrible. Why would you do that? Take that off. Why would you do that to your face? And now people are literally begging for me to put the granny face on. It just shows that people don't like change and people don't ever see your vision. Some people do, like some of you guys do, and I appreciate you guys, but a lot of people, they don't see your vision. So therefore, they not supportive. But you cannot allow people that don't see your vision to stop your growth. Like oftentimes people be like, oh my God, you don't like it. You don't like it. Okay, I'm gonna change because you guys didn't like it. And I can't do it. Fuck that. They don't know you. They don't see your vision, girl. You better keep on doing you. Fuck with them things. Listen, for every person that don't like it, it's 5 people that like it. You just have to find that group of people. You have to find your tribe. And that's the same thing with Bonquisha. With every character I ever had, they had to find their own tribe. Just with Jacob and Jessica. Honey, when I did the character change from Jacob to Jessica, honey, that was bonkers, right? And bitch, we still standing. Shit. Jessica had to find her own tribe. And Bonquisha, the evolution changed. Bonquisha got to find her own tribe, okay? So there's that. Hey, Vonnie. How you doing, baby? Yep. And of course, since I'm here in this room, I don't have studio lighting or different lighting like I do at my house. So I have to use just one ring light. So that's why it's so low. But do you guys love my hair? And do you guys see at the top how I got this like pinned up right here? I think it's so cute. Look at it. I think it's so cute, you guys. And look here. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. Isn't it cute? Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it so much. My grandma, my auntie, she was like, girl, you got to hook me up with some wigs. I said, I got you, grandma. I mean, got auntie. My auntie, she's like up in age. So I'm sorry, I got my grandma in my hair, but she's my auntie, right? And then I got my auntie a fan because she loved where them fans at, where them fans at. So I was teaching her how to slap the fan. Okay, and did you know a lot of black people do not like that song anymore? Isn't that crazy? It's like it's a song that make people feel good, but I guess because it's been played so much, which I think that's great, it's successful. Now you got a whole bunch of black people that cannot stand that song no more. They cannot stand the fans. I'm like, you guys are so much haters. It's like when in black people, that song brought positivity, it brought happiness. It didn't cause anybody to shoot anybody. Y'all get mad when a song make people twerk. Y'all get mad when a song got all that cuss word. You get mad when a song got all that pow pow. You get a song that got none of that, and you hoes are still miserable. You still mad. So no matter what in this life, y'all, do you. Because somebody always gonna have a problem with you. Period. Whether you do good or bad, they always gonna have an issue. I promise you. Bonquisha. Okay. Anything else got somebody else to say? Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She said she liked Bonquisha better. Press 2 if you like Bonquisha better. All right. Come on, Bonquisha lovers out there. Okay. Because these GGs, honey, they're trying to eat me up. I told them my grandma will have a different channel. You can go check her out on different channel. Okay. I told you. Okay. But it's time to give the throne to someone else. It's called legacy. It's time to give the legacy. And who else than baby Bonquisha? Okay. Jacob's and Jessica's baby. Okay. Can you imagine the headline? Jacob has a daughter that's speaking out for the first time. Jessica has a daughter that's speaking out for the first time. They'd be like, what? Jessica got a kid now? Could you imagine? Jessica transgender child speaks out. Jacob child speaks out. Okay. How did it feel to find out your dad was a homosexual? Okay. Girl, I can play with this so many ways. Okay. I can play with it so many ways. Well, the new channel, it's Gigi the Icon. That's for Gigi, and I believe she has two other ones. Gigi the T, and I think Gigi Watch Crime, something like that. But I've had those channels for a little bit. I just haven't been active on those as far as building. Yeah. Gigi, we love you, but we miss Gigi. I know Gigi, she was something special. That's my granny. I love Gigi. But you know what? Mother effing makes sense. Like I said, I can give Gigi to you all, but I can give her to you on the different channels. So you don't have to lose Gigi. And I would do Gigi, I would do her reactions, the reaction conspiracy videos, because they did really good in numbers. And everybody was talking about, okay, July the 15th, YouTube is going to stop those channels. Those channels are constantly making videos. All the reaction shit I did review, the shit is still green. Ain't none of them red and nothing like that. So, they already said they was going after channels like Reddit, like copy stories from Reddit and redo it. But the reaction videos that I did that you guys used to like with Gigi, I might still do those on different channels because the views was popping when I did that. Okay. They were out of sight when I did it for Gigi. But the only thing about that is I didn't have a voice. When people go to see Gigi do a reaction, they're not going for her. They're just going to see what the AI thing gonna say. They be like, "Can you shut the fuck up and just let it play?" Like Gigi didn't have influence. She didn't have a voice. She didn't have a spine, and I didn't like that. I wanted to have somewhat of a motherfucking voice, and that Gigi did the AI reaction for a while. So with Bone Quisha, I'm definitely gonna have a MF voice. Okay, I'm gonna say what I want to say, and the mindset is totally different than my grandma Gigi's. Okay, it's just different, baby. All right. Why are they going after those channels? Well, they're not going after the channels that I review or react to, but the other channels, they said because it was low effort. They felt that they cheated. They'd take a story from Reddit and then they'll put them in a system where they have AI read the story and then they just place it on the internet. And they felt like that was low effort. So they were going after that. Why they went after it, I don't know. I stumbled into you as Jason. That's my dad. Okay. So you stumbled on my father. Okay. You stumbled on my dad. I love saying that. I love it. King Jacob. You stumbled on my father. Okay. My protector. Okay. And found you again. That's Jessica. That's my mother. You found my mother. Okay. Isn't she so sweet? Okay. With the fan. Yes. That's where I got the fan from. My mom. Bam. Okay. Reunited as Gossip Girl XOXO Gigi. That's my granny. Okay. And I keep finding you even without trying. Well, here you are. I'm the daughter. Okay. Bone Quisha, baby. Okay. Yes. Okay. Those channels with the AI voice, I gotta see why now. Yes, yes, yes. Well, I enjoyed you guys. I'm gonna get on out of here. I love you guys. Tomorrow I go to the wake. Um, and then Monday is the funeral. So I think I have the dress. And isn't it crazy? Like picking out a dress for a funeral, it's like crazy. Crazy me, like when I was picking out my dress for my auntie funeral, I started crying. Because it's like it's really happening. So yeah. I got a pretty dress. I'm gonna be wearing a skirt, and it gotta have like a rhinestones on the skirt. I'll probably show it to you. I don't know. And then I'm gonna wear a top. It's gonna be sleeveless, and then I'm gonna wear a leather jacket over there, and that's how I'm coming, you know. All right, love you guys. I'll see you guys later. Make sure if you guys can comment after this video goes off, I would really appreciate it. It helps in the algorithm. It makes YouTube know, hey, I don't have AI bots that is commenting. These are real people that really like me and support me. So if you guys, when the video go off, just come back 5-10 minutes or 1 second and just comment. Okay. Appreciate y'all. Love you guys. Bye.